Welcome back to the channel, guys. As you guys know, I go to CES in Las Vegas every year, and if there's one thing you can't escape, it's the drones. So let's take a look at all the drones at CES.
All right, I'm at the DJI booth at CES. These guys are pretty much the big dogs in the drone world right now. If you're going to compete in the drone market, you got to try and beat these guys. It's hard to do. So there's the older DJI Phantom, but then they got the new one. I think it's the Mavic. That's a folding transformer drone that fits in the back of your pocket for the most part. That's awesome. I like that. That's really cool. I want that, man. That's cool. He's right above me. Right above me, flying through. So here it is. Here's the Mavic by DJI. I've seen it all over the internet. But this is it, man. This is it in my hands. Ah, this thing is super lightweight. Way lighter than I thought. Very cool. I like how the blades just kind of flop into place. You don't have to worry about clicking them in. They just use centrifugal force to fly out when they're ready. So they just kind of flop out. And then look how small the camera is. A little gimbal stabilized camera under there. So here's the phone attachment. You can actually plug your phone right into this and control it. So you can use your phone as a monitor because it Wi-Fi's the image from the camera to your phone. That's kind of nice. So that's how compact this thing is. Look at that. That is tiny. This could fit right into your cargo pockets on your pants if you really wanted to. I feel like James Bond with this kind of tech. And this has the protective bubble on it, so if you don't want to damage your gimbal and your camera. Look at that. That is tiny. So that's about the size. There's my Samsung Galaxy Note. You can see it's not very big. I don't know if that's a drone or not, but if it is, that's pretty badass. All right, so check it out. I'm at the Yuntech booth at CES. They got a drone that's pretty cool. It's got a high definition gimbal camera. But theirs has legs that retract out of the way, and they've got 6 rotors instead of 4. And there's the legs going back up. And you can get 360 degrees of view without the legs getting in the way. Can't do that with a lot of other ones. I'm at the AEE booth. These guys have all kinds of cool drones in here. Everybody's got to have a drone, all kinds of drones. Here's a drone that caught my eye. Check that out. It looks like a little, just basically like a, I don't even know what you would have called it. It's just like a little square piece of like aluminum or something. Super lightweight. Look at that. That is wild. Very cool. And it comes in this case. Very compact. I like it. This is I might actually want to buy that one. See, like it says right here. $3.99. That's actually kind of cheap. Oh, look at that. Is that the same drone that's over on the table? Yeah. Oh, awesome. Oh, wow. So we can sense the distance. Oh, wow. That is amazing. That is cool. This thing's like a, I don't even know what you call this style. Like a soda can style with the counter rotating blades. That is just trippy, man. That's very cool. Got a camera on there as well. I'm sure everything is high def. This thing is huge. This is for your commercial grade videography. I think it's a beast. Very cool. Check it out. This is a pocket folding drone called the Sim2, right? And you can basically fold this up, put it in your bag, put it in your pocket, and if you want to fly, it's got a camera on there, by the way. You can see the camera. You just open it up, flies around basically just like that. Pretty cool. They said it flies for about 15 minutes. You can fly it with your cell phone or the remote control. Pretty cool. How much are these going to sell for?
About 300.
Oh, that's not bad. Only 300 bucks. Very cool. And it has a camera. What's the resolution on the camera? Oh, 4K. Wow. That's impressive. You get 4K video out of this thing. Very cool. I stopped by a booth called Wingsland. This caught my eye because look how tiny this thing is. This thing is microscopic. I mean, you could put this in your shirt pocket. It's so small. And then it folds out to this size here, so it's like a micro drone. And at first you would think it's just kind of more like a toy, but this thing actually takes 4K video, man. That's pretty awesome. And they even have kind of fun stuff that you can attach to it too. Look at this. It's got like a 5-shot little BB shooter on top. That's wild. So this is your controller right here. You plug your phone into this thing. It's Wi-Fi and GPS. Just plug it right in there. Very cool. So something I noticed about CES this year, it's all about the pocket drones. You know, drones have pretty much become a part of modern life now. Everybody has drones. But now they're getting into these little tiny pocket drones. You can fold it up, put it in your pocket, and then fly it around and get high definition video anywhere. I like this one. This one's cool. It's just like a little tablet size drone, man. That is wild. Let's see if I can open this up. I don't know if I can open this up without damaging it. Can I do it? Oh, there we go. Look at that. I opened it up one-handed. So basically you open it up and now you have a little pocket drone, and the propellers are even protected. Stop by the hover camera booth. Look at this thing. It's like a little pocket camera, but you can fly it anywhere. And it even has like a little protective cage around it, so you don't have to worry about damaging the propellers. Oh, 4K. Okay. Nice. So this thing takes 4K video. Look at that. That's wild. So small and compact, and it flies for 10 minutes. Very cool. Whoa, it's getting closer. So the cool thing about those propellers being inside of a cage, you could just grab it anywhere. Look at this. She just throws it out there. You can grab it by any part of the drone and just throw it out there. And then when you're done, you can just snatch it out of the sky as well, because you don't have to worry about hitting your fingers. This thing is pretty advanced. It actually has face recognition technology, so it'll actually follow her around. So if you wanted to take video of you walking around someplace, it'll actually follow you like a little dog. Pretty cool. Look at that. It's actually following her around. Oh, and it has gesture control as well. That is cool. So she's controlling it with just gestures, not even using her iPhone. That is amazing. These drones are really impressing me now. They're getting smaller, easier to use, smarter. It's just fantastic. I got to get one of these things. Stop by this booth called Power Vision, and they make a bunch of drones that are basically drones I've never seen before. Look at this. So this is a drone. This drone is basically set up to go underwater, so you can I guess attract fish and go fishing. That's pretty wild. And then they got another drone over here that looks like an egg. It actually starts off as an egg and it sits inside this case, and it's like a transformer. It actually opens up and turns into this right here. Look at that. That is pretty nuts. And it has a camera on the bottom. I'm assuming that's all high def. Everybody does 4K nowadays. Let's get this up. Called the Power Egg. Oh, look at that. So this is your drone right here. It's a drone egg. That's pretty cool. You just sit out here and that's how it charges. Oh, here we go. Wow, look at that. Oh, he's extending the legs, and then he moves the legs out of the way, so you can film 360 degrees without the legs getting in the way. That is cool. So if you're wondering, this little egg drone, it does take 4K video. It flies for about 23 minutes. And if you want to buy one, it's about $1,200 and around the $1,200 range, under $1,300. So I stopped by this booth called the Robotics, and they got a robotic submarine. Look at this thing. It's got a camera in the front. It's got lights so you can see underwater. That's cool. It's called the Sea Dragon. So for those of you guys that always wanted a remote control submarine, but now you can actually get a camera first person view with your drone. Look at this. It's all about the drones. They got Star Wars battle drones now. Look at that. So if you want to fly a speeder or X-Wing, TIE fighter, they got them now. That's pretty cool. I stopped by this booth called Skyrocket, and they're actually shooting rubber balls at their drones, trying to knock them out of the sky, which sounds insane, but the whole point of this is to prove that their drones are durable. I mean, you can fly these things in your house, in your office or whatever, crash them into things, and they're really durable. They basically don't break, and whatever does break on them, you can snap on new parts no problem. And they're really affordable too. I think he said anywhere from, what was the most expensive one?
Well, we actually have like a Video Pro that has brushless motors, 20-minute flight time. That's $250, but the ones that we're flying in here, the larger frame is the streaming video drone, and that one has a 720p camera on it. Oh, and he got us, he got him. And he knocked my motor out, but when it's clear, I'll show you that I can just pop the motor back in and be back up in the air. So the stunt is 50, and we even do a little nano that's 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, or 50 millimeter frame, and that's great for just whooping around the living room.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Your skill set up, so you learn how to fly with these, and that way when you buy a much more expensive, like $1,000 drone, you've got your skill set.
You got the
already
skills
there,
to fly it around. That's awesome.
And if the weather's not great outside, you'll be able to, just fly your nano around your living room.
Yeah.
Keep the skills practicing.
That is awesome. So there it is. There's the one that got hit. So even if you did completely destroy it, you're not going to cry because you only spent less than, maybe 200 bucks or less.
$50 retail price, but and it's even losing half of the plastic right there. But let's see what it does. If he didn't destroy the motor.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Look at that. He got hit by one of those balls, and it's still flying.
Half of the leg, and it's still giving you a
still
great
flying.
Flight. Because not a lot of people know this about our product, but we actually have our own NAS 32 architecture in there, and it's running Clean Flight, which is our own iteration of Clean Flight, but it's based off of Clean Flight, which is a really good, very good, stable flying software, and it's a lot of fun.
That was a fantastic demo.
Oh, well, that's why we're here. We're showing off
that was awesome.
what our frames can take and still come back for more.
You guys just saw that thing get destroyed. Blew it out of the sky, fell on the ground, broke. He put it back together, and look at him. He's still flying it.
Well,
maybe he finally killed it. But still, that's impressive. That's crazy.
It is.
That's crazy.
We're very proud of it.
Very cool. All right. What's your guys' website?
SkyrocketToys.com, and Sky Viper you can find at sky-viper.com.
There you go. Check these guys out. It's pretty awesome. Check out this drone. That's pretty nuts. So you got a propeller in the front and a propeller in the back instead of like a traditional quadcopter. And then you have this traditional wing with props on each end, so you can do the vertical takeoff, and then they turn, and then you can fly like a regular airplane and get really high speeds. That's pretty cool, man. This one's called the Autel Robotics Dragonfish. That is badass. So it's probably super stable because of the wings, and a lot faster too, especially under heavy wind conditions. That's cool, man. All right, so check it out. I'm at the FLIR booth at CES in Las Vegas. Look at this. They got a FLIR camera on a drone, so you can see things in the dark from up above. You cannot hide. That is pretty awesome. FLIR has their technology built into a action camera form factor because of the high demand of people using drones all the time. So now you can mount infrared technology on a drone. And obviously you guys probably know about their cameras that you see on police vehicles, but those are thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, whereas somebody who might want infrared technology for their property or for a small business, you can get into these for less than $3,000. So that's kind of cool. And it just does FLIR infrared videography. It does not do regular action cam pictures and video. It's just the FLIR camera itself. So infrared, heat sensing, all that good stuff. Pretty cool. I'm at the eHang booth at CES in Las Vegas. Check this out. This thing is a beast, man. It's called the eHang Falcon. It's got like counter rotating blades on here. It's a carbon fiber too, and the legs fold up. This looks like something out of RoboCop or something, man. That's wild. And then look at this. So this is the eHang 184 drone that you can actually fly in. That's pretty badass. Apparently it can go about 2 miles high, and top speed is just over 60 miles an hour. And it can fly for about 25 minutes. So can't really go too far, you can't really go too high right now, but maybe that'll change in the future as technology starts getting better and better. Pretty badass. Everything on its carbon fiber. That is wild, man. I only live about 20 miles from my house, so I could fly from my backyard to the roof of my office and be just fine. That is so cool. That is so crazy. I'd like to have a parachute built into the top in case the batteries fail or you have an electronic issue and everything just fails, and you could just hit that parachute and land, man. That would be my recommendation for sure. Because you can't really do like helicopters do, where they auto gyrate down to the ground and then use their skids to survive the impact. I don't think you can really do that with this. That's pretty crazy. All right, if you enjoyed these videos, please hit like to support my channel. I really appreciate it. Hit subscribe if you just found my channel, if you want to see what's next, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about these videos. Thanks a lot.